Righto, so it's been a wee while since I've done a proper talking video, so it's good to be back. Rightio, so this video is going to be about the reef tank and my plans for the journey in the reef keeping side of the hobby, and also a wee pet project I've had brewing up my mind for quite a few years now. Over the years of fish keeping, I've always visited forums, and as I'm sure a lot of you know, there can be people in those forums who are very fixed in their ways or not interested in listening to any information from other perspectives or adjusting to different ways of doing things. So one of those things that have come across me, I've been seeing recently, mostly in Facebook it seems. Personally, I'm not a big fan of Facebook. I find a lot of the fish keeping groups to just be... I prefer the forum method. It's easier to try and track down a person's history, and then you can go, that's what their conversations are like. Their storylines always add up. Their advice adds up. Everything is consistent. I can see all these images about this. It all adds up. I'm not going to do endless scrolling through all these comments and posts, and it's just... I don't like Facebook groups, but one thing I do see in the Facebook groups is an inability to interact with people without issues, and particularly in the reef keeping side, people are very aggressive towards certain styles, and I bet you this video is going to cop a few thumbs down, so I'm prepared for that and expecting that. Hey, it's part of YouTube and part of putting your ideas against other people's perspectives on the world wide web. So, for me, this reef tank is going to hopefully be a bit of a controversial thing and a challenge for me as well. So, prepare to hold on to your hats and your seats. This tank has no sump. Yep, that's correct, no sump. I have the ability to put a skimmer on whenever I want. I could plumb in a overflow with ease. There's no problems with that, and if I have to, I have to. But I don't want to. I'm planning on multiple other types of DIY ideas for things I might need later, and also will definitely be adding to it. That's in a later discussion. The tank itself, I know, might not have a functional, effective Red Sea reefer with nice, easy flow, clean inside, with everything hidden out of sight. And yes, here's the big side of this tank. It's running a Fluval 106 canister filter. Link in the description to the unboxing video. Now, this is going to be an interesting journey for sure, and I'm sure I'll be copping a bit of flack from it from a few people. So, for me, my journey is going to start with a quick video of what I've done, also the link in the description from where this tank has started from. As some of you will know in some of my updates, this tank has had a bit of time in sitting here doing nothing, waiting. Most of that waiting was waiting for the cycles to finish in the rocks. There was so much. The rocks were dry rocks when I purchased them. They didn't smell bad, there's nothing wrong with them. I put them in the water, started them off, and within a few days nitrate was off the charts, and it stayed like that for months. So that's no longer an issue anymore, and they're completely fine. No nitrates are reading, so it's over with. So I got an option to get a nice clean tank. Naturally did the swap over. As you'll see in the video, it shows part of the tank being filled up, and we'll go from there. The tank now, as you'll see at the end of this video, has got some livestock in it with coral. So I've got some GPS, GPS, green star polyps, some zoa, and some mushrooms. These are all caught courtesy of a local reef keeper, and the link in the description will also be to the Facebook group that we've got from a local town. Now, the other side of this is I'll be running natural seawater. I'm only a 10-minute walk from the local beach, so it's not really hard to get the water. I've got a storage tank I'm using, and it is UV filtered. And I've also got some low micron mesh filter socks to clean out any sediment or any floating particles, and also got the UV filter to kill off any parasites that are in it. For me, the cost of just going by the granule salt, I'm not interested in paying for it in New Zealand. It's too expensive. And the ocean water here, 1.027, salinity is perfect. The KH is slightly low, there's nothing to buffer that up with, and I'm at this stage deciding to run with C-Chem products, so we'll see what happens. And I'm also going to be doing a bit of a play around between, and also filming it, comparing a cheaper brand test kit to a more expensive brand like the Red Sea. So I'm going to be going through that for quite a lot. I'm interested to see how they compare. Personally, I've found very little difference between the Red Sea and the API. So that'll be an interesting process. So we'll see how that goes. So this is going to ruffle a few feathers, and we'll see how this journey progresses. So enjoy the video of the corals that I've gotten there so far and see what happens. Thanks for sharing out.